Let's get us some little bit of Madden going on, man.
Today, I'm going to show you the top 5 blitzes that can all be found in this playbook to help you get more wins, and they're guaranteed to make your opponents rage. And if you're serious about improving your game, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for when we drop new videos. With that, let's get into it. Now, everything you see in this video is from our Minnesota Vikings defense game plan. So as always, if you want the full scheme with even more lockdown coverage and unstoppable blitzes, head over to winmadden.com. Let's get to the first play. This is one of the easiest and fastest blitzes in Madden 25. The play is sim pressure 3 from the formation nickel 2-4. Now to set this blitz up, we want to make sure we have our coaching adjustment set with auto flip on and auto alignment set to the base. I also highly recommend subbing safeties into both of these middle linebacker spots, as it's going to help the blitz come in even faster. Now once we break the huddle, all we need to do is show our player to identify which middle linebacker is blitzing. In this case, you can see it's the one on the right. Now, this is going to be a simple 4-man pressure that's going to come screaming into the V gap every single time, as long as we do 2 quick adjustments. First, we're going to shift our defensive line in the direction of the blitz. Now, we're going to do that by hitting the left on the D-pad and then right on the left stick, and then we're going to shift our linebackers opposite of the blitz. So, since the defensive line went right, we're going to shift our linebackers left by hitting right on the D-pad and left on the left stick. Now, what's great about this is it's only 4-man pressure. That's all you need to send, and this is going to come screaming in. Now, it's important that you take this user and kind of stand down here close to the line of scrimmage just to get their attention a little bit. But once the ball is snapped, if your opponent sends out 5 receivers, you're going to get looping pressure right through the V gap every single time. Again, it's one of the easiest and fastest blitzes in the game. Now, if we set this again,
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's another carry for Barkley. Along the sideline, past midfield. And he has this all the way down to the 23.
Good shit.
They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Going to the ground again on first. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They go to Barkley again. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard on the run. That's going to set up 4th and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. On 4th down, Hurts. Throw is caught by the back.
Good
And he's
team.
able to get this down to the 13. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
You kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Quid.
Why would you say you respect Yella and what he's, like, that angered a lot of people the way how you said it.
He never said a word through this whole thing. Could have been making songs, making other people's family members cry, making people really love him to cry. I mean, he kept it all the way G. He treat me. Shit, I'm like, damn, he else don't do it. And the way he moved and talk, like, you would never knew. The other nigga, Freddie, he was just loud, put him on a shirt, and every time we looked up, he dissing Mo3, when this other nigga who really had something to do with it was just sitting back and quiet. Mr. Jamaica, man, he been going through a lot lately because it ain't the same no more. It's a lot of controversy, a lot of stuff stemming around in this time. So I'm going to let you take off with the lead on this.
First of all, the first thing that comes to my mind was watching, you were on live the other
This
day,
nigga
right?
bullshit.
And being on live, I noticed you said, you're talking about, they asked you about Yella. And you say, you respect Yella. Why would you say you respect Yella? And what's up, y'all? It's Kevin from
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Up the sideline past the 25. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. A give right side to Vaughn. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have second and pretty long here. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
You know, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Lone back gets the handoff. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys with a chance to score and take a lead into the locker room. They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Trying the right side with Vaughn. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 now. Throw complete to Lamb. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. An 8-yard pickup, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 down.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like
Good
baseball,
shit,
you love
fellas,
home
good
runs,
shit.
you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the
the fuck
field,
outta here.
you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
I mean, I thought that's what you was here for. Don't talk about it, be about it.
All set for the kickoff. Return starts from the 16. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside
Ohio.
the 30.
Okay.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
See you over there doing a lot. So I see you over there doing a lot.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
About to get your head
That's
cracked.
good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Who?
First and
Bub.
10, Prescott.
What's that, Bubba?
Rams got it on the sideline. And he'll
Push.
hit bounds at the opponent's 35.
Little bit. I'm growing some right now.
And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking
Shit.
advantage of a
For
matchup
me,
you plan for
and a couple
and you go out
frames.
and execute.
You know.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Oh, what it's going for? Oh, okay. Oh shit, man. It's just for fun, man. You know. It's just for fun, man. You know what
Ball
I'm saying?
running dead ahead.
But I let my
Like this
friends
wing
get
route
it
for
for,
pick
you
of a
know.
4.
These
Little
are
bit of
kind
nothing
runs,
on the
Kate,
favors,
that a
you feel me?
balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Bubba cheap though.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that
Motherfucker
leads
nice,
us to
though.
3rd and 6.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner.
See, that Bubba
same
cheap,
pass, same
but it's nice.
athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Bubba.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Catch made by
Good
Cooks.
dude.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Damn, cuz, you bullshit.
That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They're now set for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Vaughn. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
He's throwing for it! And he brings it in, so the decision to go for 2 looks like a good one. They've got a 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. On the play fake, gets Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got a man, Uzama has it. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. A play fake now hurts to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Good game, bro. There will be no need for the friend request, though.
This is not a dog. I still want to say that. Put this in the interview. A dog is a Chevy Caprice Impala from 1971 to 1976. Whether it's on wheels or it's not on wheels, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Those are the years. Those are options. This is about a Chevy. It's not a dog like everybody absolutely thinks it is. It's not a big boat. That's just 10 years before this. A big boat. And they're making a huge boat. Like, I just want to put that out there. So, well, that's that. The more people know, the more you know.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey after the kick. And we're off and running from Charlotte. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. Gets this to Sanders. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves them with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, Young.
Oh, good shit.
This is Xavier Leggett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Young looking to throw. It's caught. That's Thielen. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First down from the red zone. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ooh, that play clock getting low. Dave Canales forced to call a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. It's second and goal. Hubbard does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Let's go.
He keeps it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bryce Young touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
With the score, Panthers 7.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Now a give running right, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, and maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Dak to the air here. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
throw on third down.
Good D.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Ferguson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They'll run here on first down. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Cowboys in possession. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. Runs inside the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll go left side with Vaughn. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That stop made by Derek Brown. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Looks secured by Brandon Cooks. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now.
Man.
It's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Young to throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys are going to take over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. These motherfuckers ain't playing games, man.